Green from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words.
Whoa! Oh.
Players. So Hunter Biden that came through in the clutch and put a nail in the coffin of the GQP's plan. Baby, he showed up at the hearing to hold himself in contempt. Now listen, they didn't allow him to speak, so he got up and walked out. Right as Mustard to the Must Pie Marjorie was getting ready to speak, baby, and she was pissed to the highest level of festivity. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat, honey. Let's get into this shit show. I declare. What a disgrace. So the House is finally back in session. Now, you would think they would start working on things for the American people, but this is the GQP we're talking about. So you know what they're going to do. They have to continue hunting Hunter. So today they're having a hearing to hold Hunter Biden in contempt. So each member is given 5 minutes to speak. We got the GQP saying Hunter Biden should be arrested immediately. And we have the Dems reminding Republicans that Hunter Biden has tried to comply with the subpoena. They have refused. They're also reminding them that there are several Republicans that have not complied with subpoenas that should be held accountable also. It shouldn't just be a Democrat thing. So all of a sudden, there's a bunch of ruckus going on, and Hunter Biden has strolled in with his attorney. Baby, when I tell you I was clutching my invisible damn pearls, I was clutching my invisible damn pearls. So then Anthony Garcia says, well, Hunter is here. Let's go ahead and have a vote on whether he could testify today or testify at a future hearing. But baby, of course, Comer didn't want to hear that, so he shut it down. So then we have Representative Nancy Mace, who talks about Hunter Biden having white privilege. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. And then she says that he doesn't have the balls, but he's there. He's ready to testify, but he don't have balls. I declare, honey, what a disgrace.
Second question, you are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr. Chairman.
Baby, this was the coup de grace right here for me. When this representative reminded James Comer that he did an interview where he said that people can choose whether they want to do a private deposition or they wanted to have a public committee hearing, and that Hunter Biden was just there to choose which one he was going to do. He invited it, and James Comer actually shut it down.
I want to hear from the witness. So the majority of my colleagues over there, including the chairman, don't want to hear from the witness with the American people watching. So, Mr. Chairman, I just want to hear from you. Will you acknowledge that you invited the witness on television to choose whether he could come to a public hearing? And do you stand by your words, or do you renege that invitation to the witness?
To answer the question, I've said repeatedly, after the deposition, Mr. Biden can come in front of a public hearing.
And we can bring these people in for depositions or committee hearings, whichever they choose, and we can ask these questions.
You said the witness can choose between a deposition.
Listen, Mr. Moskowitz, Mr. Biden doesn't make the rules. We make them.
No, Mr. Chairman, you make the rules. And the rule you made is that he can choose.
The rule is...
Those were your words. Reclaiming my time.
He was issued 2 lawful subpoenas.
Reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman. No, you issued those subpoenas after he took you up on your invitation to come, and then you were like, oh my God, what did I do? I invited him to come so the American people can hear his side of the story. I put my foot in my mouth, so now I must bury him in the basement where we can decide what we're going to release to the public so that we can continue to tell that story. Mr. Chairman, you have said multiple times that this is not about Hunter. It's about Joe Biden. And even this morning on Mornings with Maria, she asked another simple question, the question you have been asked multiple times, which is, do you have evidence to impeach the President of the United States? Before, you said, I hope so. Today, you said, I think so. And the answer is, you don't. Bipartisan, I'll vote for the Hunter contempt today. You can get my vote. But I want you to show the American people that you're serious. Here is the subpoena to Representative Scott Perry, who did not comply. I'd like to enter this into the record. Here is the subpoena to Mark Meadows. I'd did not comply. Here is the subpoena to Jim Jordan, who did not comply with a lawful subpoena. I'd like to enter that into the record. Here is the subpoena to Mo Brooks, who did not comply. I'd like to enter that into the record. Here is the subpoena to Mr. Biggs, who did not comply. I'd like to enter that into the record. And here's the subpoena to Mr. McCarthy, who did not comply. I'd like to enter that into the record. There's an amendment coming to add some of those names into the contempt order. You vote to add those names and show the American people that we apply the law equally, not just when it's Democrats, right? It's a crime when it's Democrats, but when it's Trump and the Republicans, it's just fine. No, show that you're serious and that everyone is not above the law. Vote for that amendment, and I'll vote for the Hunter Biden contempt.
So after they did not allow Hunter to get up and speak, he walked out right before Mustard to the Must Pot Marjorie was getting ready to speak. Baby, she was pissed to the highest level of pissivity. All is ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. Just another day of wasting taxpayer dollars. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mova reporting for the Black Accurate News.